Okay, so in my updating of looking at other people's stuff, I found um, this question, which I thought was great. What was your breaking point in getting the surgery done? And so I looked up the original person, who is Open Doors '08. And I really want to thank you for this question, because this is a really good thing to listen to other people's response to. But this is my video response. Um, when I first, let's taking the question first. When I first started thinking about the surgery, I was about 15 or 16. And the reason I started thinking about this surgery was because there was a friend of our family's who was about 400 to 500 pounds, and he had the surgery. And I had heard about it in the past, and I thought, wow, that's awesome. It's a miracle surgery. Um, I was 14 or 15 at the time when I thought of it. And then when I saw him when I was about 16, he had gotten so thin so quickly, and I couldn't believe it. And so he was telling us all this stuff of thing. He had the gastric bypass, and he was telling us, not being able to eat sweets, not being able to do this. I think it was in the first week or two after I had talked to them that I went to my parents and I said, I need this surgery. I want it done. And they never discouraged me from having it, but they researched it online, they looked at it, and my dad had sat down with me and he's like, I understand why you want this, I understand why it's important to you, but let's wait until some research comes out, let's wait a couple of years. Which upset me because I really didn't want to wait. I was tired of being the fat girl. I was tired of going to the mall with my friends and letting them go into the little tiny stores and me go into the other stores and being embarrassed. I mean, there's little things that, I remember walking in the mall and being with a boy that I liked when I was like, I don't know, 15 or 16. And he went past a store that I shopped in regularly and he goes, oh, that's a big people store. And that like crushed me. I mean, he didn't think about what he was saying and he didn't, and I understand that, but that stuff like that is what pushed me to want to have the surgery. There's always things that want to have that. I don't like being fat. I don't like being overweight. I don't like comments or looks that I used to get. Um, I'm getting better responses now, people telling me how great I look, but I didn't like that. Um, the um, the breaking point. Let's see. I've had like I said, I've had people make comments throughout their entire life, my entire life, about if you just lost a little bit more weight, you could just have any guy you want. Yeah, I don't want that to be the reason why I don't have someone. Um, there was uh, also, you know, I I went to the point where I actually got all the information about the surgery from a surgeon and started going through the stuff, called them, made appointments, everything, and I got scared as hell and backed away and said, there's no way I'm doing this to myself. It's too hard. I can't do it, and backed away. Um, then, even if the mention of weight loss surgery, I freaked out. Then, a little while, I started going through it and I started thinking about my health and wanting to do things, wanting to go hiking with friends and go running and go to the beach and not be afraid to be on the beach in a bathing suit. I just wanted to be healthy. That was the most important thing. I wanted to be healthy, I wanted the confidence, and I wanted everything that went with not being overweight. Um, the final breaking point was, and I hate to label it onto one person, but someone that I dated. Um, Him and I are still good friends, and we talked, and we got into a conversation. I don't remember even how we got into the conversation, but basically it came down to the point where he said he thought that I was amazing and that I was a great girlfriend when we were dating, but he couldn't handle my weight. And I had already been thinking about wanting to be healthier, and I had already been thinking about wanting to be, making my life better. So I don't blame it all on him, but that was the final breaking point where it was like, wow, how many people are going to, do this? I mean, it didn't change the way he felt or did anything like that, but the fact of the matter was that it was even there was a bad thing for me. Um, Anyways, I have probably always cared too much about what other people think, but that was the breaking point, and I looked into it more readily and did whatever I could to get things done and things rolling. And less than 6 months later, I was having the surgery done, and I wouldn't look back if you paid me. I don't want to go back there ever again. And I love the way that I feel now. From somebody else's video response, they said they feel like they have the energy of a 6-year-old. I definitely agree. I have so much energy. I'm constantly wanting to go do things. I don't have that feeling of wanting to lay in bed anymore. I want to get out. I want to go bike riding. I want to go do things. I want. So hopefully that's response enough. I know I start talking and then I start talking and babbling and blah blah blah. Anyways, thank you. That was an excellent question, and I think, Amy, that was good, and I love watching all the responses that you get from these. So, thanks, and I'll talk to you guys later.